Law of the bedroom number 56. Learn to properly communicate sexually with your gal. Encourage an open dialogue with no boundaries. Sex can offer amazing satisfaction, comfort, and even euphoric experiences for many couples. A characteristical feature among men and women is that when they tend to get used to each other, they begin to realize what the other person wants without asking. That's good, but don't take anything for granted. If you're in the middle of making love, ask your gal, anything you need? Need something? Can I deliver it for you? Can I be there for you? What can I do for you? Don't be shy about this. Ideally, she will reciprocate. You definitely don't want negative or shameful feelings about sex to contribute to a lack of communication. Some people are quite uncomfortable talking about sex or a lack of the fun, sexy vocabulary to express oneself. Suppose she makes a suggestion about some activity with sexual overtones that you're uncomfortable with, or vice versa. This is a good topic for discussion. If you have a foundation of trust, you may enjoy a more fulfilling sex life if you feel less guilty about what turns you on sexually, what your fantasies are, and how to talk about it. And the same goes for her. Having a conversation can be a sexy thing for both inside and outside of the bedroom. Try it. I can imagine a lot of guys, us guys in general, we don't talk a lot, per se. We're not really gabby and social and, yeah, we'll talk, but, we don't talk about our feelings and our emotions. But, guys, and I'm thinking of a couple guys that I've run into, I've had conversations with, and they weren't like that at all. Very closed down, very shut down. And I can imagine their gal kind of like walking through a desert without water. She needs watering. She needs attention. And I'm talking on an emotional and mental level and intellectual and psychological, all of it. And what I would say to those guys is like, hey, when was the last time you actually just sat down and had a conversation with your lady just to talk about anything? Maybe just check in with her, at least once a week. I'm always checking in on the minimum. Days will go by. Things are good. No big deal. You're busy. Then you go to sleep. A couple days go by. But at least once a week, I'm going to be watching out. And if I see something wrong or I sense something, I'm going to say, hey, come here. You all right? What's going on? And then you let them express their inner thoughts and feelings. So encourage an open dialogue with no boundaries. And I've said to them before, I've said to a girlfriend before, I said, hey, it's going to come out eventually. You might as well just spit it out. And then they do. And they always say afterwards, I feel better that I told you, Bart. And going forward, I would encourage them, always come to me. Just come right to me, come right out with it, and just put it on the table. And we will look at it, analyze it, deal with it, and then we're past it, and then we're back to making out, making love, and all the good stuff. And the women, they become more confident and more comfortable, and they feel safer coming to you. And in the long run, that is brilliant. And that is so good for you because you're not going to have any of those future what if moments or, she's afraid to come talk to you. No. You've been together for a long time. And if you're single, understanding this concept of encouraging open dialogue with no boundaries, no restrictions. Hey, say anything you want. Get it off your mind. Immediately, within the first week or two or month or two, that gal's going to really see that you are something else. Because you have this open mind and you're encouraging her to talk about her emotions. Not that we have to, honey, can I talk to you about my emotions today? No, we really don't have those, much of those kinds of conversations. We don't really need to do that. We're just kind of quick and take care of things and we're moving on. We're problem solvers. Men are. So it's important that we don't treat our women like men and ignore them on these areas, but we say, hey, what's going on? Talk to me about it. What's on your mind? Because I want you happy. I don't want you feeling sad or confused or worried. If I can do anything to take those away from you, those feelings, and replace those with happy, fun, smiling, you just want to climb all over me, that's what I want. Yeah, I want you to climb all over me. So I'm going to do the little things by just checking in on you once in a while. Honesty is the best policy. It's very true. Honesty is the best policy. And not just coming from you, but coming from her. Because you need to remember, safeguard your emotions and your bank account and all that other good stuff that you've worked hard for. You need her to be honest. And you will lead by example by you being honest. Whether you are having a first date with a woman or you're in a long-term relationship, don't even think about being less than honest with her. If trust is undermined, feelings of inadequacy or insecurity can eventually destroy the relationship. Honesty in a relationship is powerful. Each person feels comfortable sharing his or her darkest secrets without the need to feel humble or apologetic or even embarrassed. I remember talking to women and telling me all kinds of stories that, who else have you told this to? Bart, I've only told 2 people and I've told you. I just feel comfortable talking to you about this stuff. Does it help that you talk about it? And she would say, yeah, it really does. And when I talk to you about this, it's sexy. That I can talk to you about this, it turns me on. And I'm like, tell me more. Tell me everything. Keep talking while I undress you. No, I'm just kidding. But you see how that works? You're a castle, guys. You're like this safe vault of security and protection that guards her, I don't want to say fractured heart, but her hurt heart. Women get hurt a lot. They deal with a lot more than us guys. We're so simple. I've heard so many women say, I wish I were born a man, only because our lives are simple. Women's lives are complex. That's why they want to come to our side. But anyhow, yeah, dishonesty only breeds more dishonesty. Once you establish a pattern of dishonesty, it's very hard to establish trust again. It becomes clear that the offender can readily live with his or her lies. You always want to be open and honest in all your dealings, personal and private. Otherwise, the observer only sees the facade of you, where deceit, sooner or later, will chip away at your disguise, exposing an ugly exterior. And this goes for both men and women. With truth, there is legitimacy, certainty, genuineness. In other words, a man with principles. Guys, stand tall. Rise above. Be a man with principles. Honor. Honesty. You don't got to go through the military. And, I love what the military does for men. It makes them really, you know what it does. I don't have to tell you. It makes men strong-willed and disciplined and focused and good morals and, well, I don't know about morals, but, manners and, yes, ma'am, I could do that. I can do that, sir. Yes, I will do it. I'll show up tomorrow morning. I'll be right there. I'll be on time. That's what the military does. And there was something I remember in a movie that I remembered so well because the line was so powerful. I loved it so much. And in the movie, I'll kind of let you guess what the movie is, but in the movie, these Marines were being charged with a crime. And they kind of got off. They were found not guilty, but they were still discharged from the military. And while in some cases that's okay because they're not going to jail, but on the bad side, they got discharged and they loved their military services and they can't go do that anymore. But the message that one of the Marines said was, we didn't do our duty. And he was asked, what do you mean? Well, sometimes we have to help people who cannot help themselves. We have to help people who cannot help themselves, and we didn't do that. And hence they were charged with part of the crime, so they were discharged. And as the movie ended, the lawyer says to the Marine something that was so amazing. And he said, you don't need a patch on your arm to have honor. You don't need to be part of a military group to have honor. And I loved that. And I want you guys to say that to yourselves. I have honor. And I honor myself. I honor those I serve, those I work hard for. I honor my parents, if that's a situation that you can. I honor the gal that I want to be with, and I honor her. And so I work for her. I help her where she can't help herself. And the reverse is true too. She will help you where you can't help yourself either. So it's just an amazing experience in life when you meet a quality woman whose focus is on you. It isn't on her Instagram channel or her social media outlets or her other girlfriends. I think I talk about that later on in this chapter. Warnings, safeguards, and precautions about the kind of women to avoid. And hey, ladies, if you're a good woman, you're not in that group, so don't take offense. Be glad you're not in that group, because good men want good women. And just real quick, I'll even say this. I tell women, if you want a man, there's plenty out there for you. Plenty of men out there. If you want a husband, you need to start thinking and acting like a wife. Wives don't act like single women do, drinking and smoking and partying and showing off all their assets and all that kind of stuff. Wives don't do that. So if you want a husband, you got to start thinking like a wife. And guys, if you want a wife, you got to start thinking like a husband. You got to stop carousing and going out with the guys, and there's nothing wrong with that, but the point is being promiscuous and playing the field and trying to score with every woman or as many women as you can. No. And it goes both ways for men and women. Stop it. You've been fed a lie. You shouldn't be out there trying to sleep with everything that moves. Stop it. Because when you finally meet that one, you got to be prepared. You got to have this open heart to receive them. And you can't if you've got 20, men or women calling you, ladies and gents. If you got 20 people bombarding you with, are you available this weekend? What are you doing? What are you doing? Can we go out? What are you doing tonight? Hey, it's 2 a.m. Would you come over? Oh my God, stop that. Stop it. Okay, I've said enough. I can go on and on these topics. I'm so sorry. That's what open discussions are. That's what the chat box is below. So chat with me. Comment in the chat box below and let me know what's on your mind about these topics. Learn to properly communicate sexually with your woman. Encourage an open dialogue with no boundaries. What's on your mind, honey? Tell me. It's going to come out eventually. You can tell me anything. Try me. And I won't judge you. I won't, ridicule or say, oh, well, that's your fault. Although if you say it's your fault, well, it probably was your fault. Yeah, I'm just kidding. And then honesty is the best policy. Have manners. Have morals. Have honor. Show her, hey, I'm honest with you. You better be honest with me or else there's the door. All right, good. You're doing great. If you made it this far in this audio program, listening to all of these, we're only at 56. There's like 50 plus more laws of the bedroom. How do you think you're going to come out of this, guys? You're going to come out of this a rock and roll super stud of extraordinary proportions. And ladies, listening to these audio programs of laws of the bedroom, I bet you're saying to yourself, where is a man who has gone through all of these laws? I want that man. I will give him all I've got. He can have all of me, and I will give all of me to him. I think that's the same thing. Okay. You see what I'm saying? I just keep talking. I got to be quiet. Okay. Let's go to the next law of the bedroom, number 57. Men, watch out for these kinds of women. Yeah, it's going to be a good one. Ooh. All right. And ladies, be mindful. Don't fall into these categories. Come on, let's check it out.